For 40 years, I carried a man with me everywhere I went. Not physically, but he was there. At dinner, at my children's birthdays, on my wedding day, in bed at night when I couldn't sleep. A man who had wronged me deeply when I was 30 years old. I hated him with a clarity and a consistency that I now recognize as its own kind of devotion, and it destroyed parts of my life that had nothing to do with him. My name is Henry. I am 80 years old. I was a contractor for most of my working life, built things with my hands. Pride of workmanship, pride of character, those were the values I was raised with and the ones I tried to live by. When I was 31, a business partner cheated me, significantly and deliberately. It cost me several years of work and a financial setback I spent nearly a decade recovering from. I am not going to tell you he did not deserve my anger. He did. What I'm going to tell you is what I did with that anger for the 40 years that followed, and what it cost me, and why at 79 years old I finally put it down. Not for him, not because he deserved forgiveness, but because I finally understood what I had been doing to myself. There is someone. I do not know who it is for you, but there is someone. A person who did something that was genuinely wrong, who hurt you in a way that mattered, who deserved consequences they may never have fully faced. And you have been carrying that for years, maybe, decades, possibly. You have told the story, maybe many times. You have replayed the specific details, the exact words, the exact moment, the exact betrayal with a clarity that ordinary memories do not have. Because this one has been sharpened over and over by repetition. And it feels justified, because it was wrong. What they did was actually wrong. I am not here to tell you otherwise. I am here to tell you something about what that anger is doing to you. Not to them, to you. For the first 10 years after the betrayal, the anger felt useful. It fueled me. I worked harder to prove something to a man who was not watching. I made decisions from a place of I will show him. I will build something he cannot take away. And some of that energy was productive. I did rebuild, I did succeed, but the anger did not leave when I succeeded. I think I expected it to. I think I thought once I have recovered, once I have proven that what he did not break me, the anger will dissolve. It did not dissolve. It just found a new home. It became impatience. With my wife, with my children, with people who moved too slowly or made mistakes or failed to meet expectations, I had not bothered to communicate. My eldest son told me something when he was in his 20s that I did not understand until much later. He said, "Dad, I never know what mood you are going to be in. There is always something underneath you that feels like it's about to go off." He was not wrong. The anger I was carrying for this man I had not spoken to in 15 years, was leaking into my marriage, into my relationship with my children, into the ordinary days of my life that had nothing to do with what happened in 1974. He had moved on. He probably did not think about me once a year. I had given him 40 years of rent-free space in my head, free of charge, daily. The clearest moment came when I was 73. I was at my granddaughter's 5th birthday party. She was doing something with a balloon, completely absorbed and delighted. And I looked at her and thought, I want to be here. Completely here, for this, and I could not do it. The undercurrent was still there. The low hum of old grievance that I had carried so long I barely noticed it anymore. And I thought, what is this costing me? Not in some abstract sense. Right now, right this minute, what is this anger taking from me? And the answer, looking at my granddaughter with that balloon, was unbearable. Everything. I want to be very clear about something because I think forgiveness is one of the most misunderstood ideas there is. Forgiveness is not saying what they did was acceptable. It is not reconciliation. It is not contact. It is not pretending the wound did not happen or does not still exist. Forgiveness is a decision to stop letting someone who has already hurt you continue to hurt you. That is all it is. A practical decision, made for entirely selfish reasons. Because here is the truth about anger that nobody tells you. When you carry anger toward another person, you are not hurting them. You are hurting yourself. Every single day, with perfect consistency, on their behalf. They have moved on. They are living their life. Your hatred of them is a burden they are not carrying. You are carrying it alone, and it is heavy. And it takes up space that belongs to your actual life, to your children, your grandchildren, The ordinary, beautiful Tuesday afternoons that deserve your full attention. Putting it down is not a gift to them. It is the most selfish, self-interested, self-protective decision you will ever make. I am not going to tell you to write a letter or have a conversation or reach out to the person who hurt you. You may never need to do any of that. What I'm going to ask you to do is something much simpler and much harder. Just notice the weight. The next time you are in a moment that deserves your full presence, a meal, a conversation, a quiet morning, a child laughing at something, notice whether the undercurrent is there. The old grievance, the low hum. Just notice it, name it, and then ask yourself, is this mine? Or am I still carrying something that belongs to the past? You do not have to solve it today. You do not have to forgive anyone today. Just become aware of what you are carrying, because you cannot put something down until you can see it clearly. And once you see it clearly, once you understand what it is actually costing you putting it down, becomes not an act of generosity towards someone who does not deserve it. It becomes the most obvious decision you have ever made. Tell me in the comments, is there something you are carrying that you know is costing you more than it is worth? You do not have to name the person. You do not have to tell the story. Just is it there? Because acknowledging it is the first step to putting it down.